Public Library invites the community in for a watch party to celebrate the first episode of a new series called Betting on Beloit, which aired at noon today. This show centers around a goal of billionaire and Beloit native Diane Hendricks to restore the city to its former glory after it was previously ranked as Wisconsin's worst city to live in by USA Today. The 12-episode series follows Hendricks' daughter and real estate broker, Kanya Hendricks, as she is tasked with leading the next phase of Beloit's revitalization efforts.
This is very unique, and again, the key is that it's a community-wide project. A lot of the renaissance for Beloit didn't begin with this show, so this is another piece in that rebuilding of Beloit.